Hey folks, welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, then welcome. So me and Snoopy are off on another wee adventure. The car's all packed up. It was a bit frosty last night, so car's all defrosted, nice and warm. We're going to head up to Glen Coe. We're going to look for a place to wild camp. I've got an idea in mind. If that works out, brilliant. If that doesn't work out, then we might end up going to the Red Squirrel campsite, which will still be good. There's been a lot of snow up the hills, I think, so Glen Coe should look particularly stunning. And I'll put the camera on the way up and let you see what some of the scenery's like. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bye! Hey folks, just stopped in Turbot for the usual coffee from the Bonnie and Ben Cafe. The coffee in there is always really good, and the staff are very friendly. So yeah, so Snoopy's been out for a wee walk. I've got myself a coffee, so we're now going to head up towards Glen Coe. So I'll give you a wee shout when I get there. See you in a bit. Bye. I think I'll put the tent here, just in this bit, right here. That'll do nicely. Right, so I'm going to go and get some stuff out the car, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. Come on. You having good fun already? Eh? You having good fun already? We're here. So that pole is right out the other side. And we almost have a tent. We have a tent. So we want the door to face that way. And we have a table. Absolutely stunning. Right. Now. Right. So we have all our cooking stuff and bits and bobs. Right, so we're getting there. Chair and a few other bits and pieces, and we'll be good to go. Hey folks, me and Snoopy have got everything set up. We've decided to go for a pint because it was getting dark. So we've come up to the Clachaig and we're in the Boots bar. I've had to make this wee recording to do a voiceover because there was some music playing in the background, and that unfortunately can cause some issues on YouTube if there's music playing in the background. So I fancied a pint, so I've managed to get this from the local brewery beer. It's called Devil's Staircase and it's actually very tasty. So Snoopy's had great fun. He's just lying on the floor and sleeping basically, so he's had a wee bit of attention off some of the customers, but anyway, so here's to your good health. Cheers. Brilliant, really tasty. It's nice and cold, not that I need anything cold right enough because it's absolutely freezing outside, but anyway, we're going to head back soon and we'll get the stove lit, we'll get the campfire going, the fire pit, and I'll be able to make some tea for me and Snoopy. There he is, quite happy lying there, just enjoying the scenery and stuff like that. So he's desperate to get back and get something to eat, so we will catch you when we get back. This is just a wee clip just showing you what the place looks like. Come here. Welcome back. The time is 7:15. It is pitch black here. The fire's going, the stove is going, Snoopy's been fed, just got my own dinner to sort out. So let's have a wee look, see what I've got for my dinner. We are slumming it tonight. So I have got 2 cans of Branston beef ravioli. So that's what I'll be having for my tea tonight. I've got a few snacks. I've got a pack of tatty scones. I've got a big pot of yoghurt. Oh, I've got some eggs. So I'm going to make some poached eggs in the morning. I've got some peanut cookies. I've got 2 oat burst pots. I've got an apple and blackberry. Sorry, apple and blueberry. And I've also got golden syrup flavour. So they're for the morning. So I might have my porridge and a couple of poached eggs. I've also got some tatty scones. So I might cook them in the morning. I bought a little egg holder so I can take eggs without them getting smashed, which is good. Snoopy found a ball. I mean, we're in Glen Coe, he finds a ball. What else have I got? I've got a 3-pack of Snickers. I've got the old favourite, hip flask. Can't go anywhere without that. Got some coffee beans. I've got a bag of rice. Oh, I love these Reasons. I've got 2 packs of them. Absolutely love them. They're brilliant. I still couldn't get any of the chocolate ice gems. What else? I think that's it really. Beer wise, what have I got? Hang on a wee sec, I've got a bag behind me here. Oh yeah, I forgot, I bought this. A chicken curry. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat all this. I've got a 4-pack of Pepsi Max. And I've got 4 cans of Coors Light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open a beer before I cook my dinner. It's not been in the fridge, but it's freezing here. There was frost on the tent. After I set everything up, I went to the pub, and then when I came back there was frost on the roof of the tent already. I'm going to stick these beers outside and they'll get absolutely freezing. I'll be back in a sec. Right, I'm back. And so is Snoopy with the ball. Anyway, I'll not be drinking as many beers. They're pint cans, so there's quite a lot in it. They're double the size of the Aldi ones, so I'll only have a couple. Anyway, here's to your good health. Cookie before I make the tea. Better put the eggs back. Let's see what these are like. They look good on the packet. There you go. Cookies with loads of peanuts on them. These are really nice. They're made by a company called Helema. I think I got them out of Home Bargains and they were only 79 pence a pack, but they're absolutely delicious. I'm going to have 2. Anyway, I've just realised I forgot to bring my water. I don't know if you remember in my previous video I said that I bought a new knife and then I couldn't find it. Well, I found it again, so it was in a drawer. I bought a stand as well to hang my lantern on, so it's quite good. So that's why you can see me quite good tonight, the lantern's hanging at the front. So I went back to the car and got the water so I can have a coffee, and if I decide to have the curry then I've got water for making that. So yeah, he's actually quite good. He drops it at the entrance to the tent, but when I tell him to bring it here, he actually brings it right over to me. So, stove, my tea cooking away on the stove, and out the front you can see my lamp hanging on the stand, and then in the distance you can see the campfire. Right, so my tea is ready. So, nice tin of ravioli. That's surprisingly good. That was nice, but it's finished. So, it's definitely not enough to fill me up, so I will have the other tin. So the second can of ravioli is heating up nicely as we speak. I'm still on the first can of beer right now. He's still bringing that ball. Mental. One of the bits of wood that I put on the stove earlier was sparking a lot. Now there is a spark arrestor on top of the flue, and the flue is really quite high up, but I've noticed a couple of the sparky bits, a couple of the sparks have landed on the tent and made wee holes in it. They're tiny, but I don't think it'll affect anything. The same thing happened with my teepee tent, but the rain never ever came in. But I might buy some of this. You can buy sort of clear tape stuff, waterproof tape, because I think it's quite a common thing when you've got a hot tent. So I'll buy some of that tape off Amazon and just stick it on. It just means that none of the rain will get in. Not that I'm planning on being out in the rain much, but it's just a pitfall of having a hot tent. It's just one of these things. Pal. You having good fun? Here we go with plate 2. Snoopy's given up on the ball now. He's lying here next to the stove. He's nice and toasty. Eh? Good boy. You're going to get a treat in a minute. Will we get you a wee treat? Wait till I have my tea and I'll get you a wee treat, okay? Stove is burning away nicely. Snoopy's got his proper woolly bed tonight, and I've got my winter sleeping bag, which is good for like down to -18. It's made by Snug Pack. It's a really good, really cosy sleeping bag. The beer is so cold I've had to put my gloves on to hold the can. Anyway, cheers. It is 9 o'clock. It's -3 outside, but it's nice and toasty in here. That's one thing that I've done differently this time. I didn't bring the inner sleeping area. I've just put just the full size tent with no sleeping area. I've put down a big tarpaulin, and not having the restrictions of the sleeping area means that it does feel a lot more spacious. You can do a bit more, you can move around a bit more. The thing is, you don't really need the inner tent. The inner tent's good in the summer if there's loads of midges and beasties and stuff, but there's not going to be anything like that at this time of year, so you don't really need it. You nice and cosy, Snoopy? Eh? You nice and cosy sitting there? So I've closed up the front of the tent, but I haven't put the window flap down. I've just kept it up as a canopy. I can still see the fire pit outside, but it's amazing the difference it makes to the temperature inside when you close the front. It's absolutely roasting in here. I've just got a hoodie on. I've not had a jacket on all night. It's 10 o'clock. Not a lot has happened since 9 o'clock. Just very happy sitting here chilling and literally just doing absolutely nothing. It is fantastic. Still up. It's 11:30. I'm going to go and set the camera up in a minute for doing a time lapse. So we will call it a night here. Morning folks, the time is 8:30. I've been up for about an hour. Snoopy's been fed, got the wood burner going. It was absolutely freezing this morning. My hands are still cold. It's warm in the tent, but I just can't seem to get my hands warm. A couple of guys turned up in 2 tents, pitched a wee bit further along the river. I heard some voices about midnight. I just thought it was folk. There's a wee path runs alongside where I'm pitched. I thought it was just folk coming back from the pub, maybe going to a camper or something. I was really surprised when I opened the tent this morning and there was a couple of tents parked a wee bit, maybe 100 yards or so further down. But nice. Well, I just spoke to one of the guys. He's from Greenock, so they just came up last night, went to the pub and then pitched their tents. So they're just setting up. They're just packing up actually. In fact, they've nearly got their tents down already. I suppose that's the joys of packing light. It takes me ages to get everything packed away and loaded back into the car, but I'm just going to wait for them to get packed up and then I'll take Snoopy for a wee walk back to the car and I'll get my drone, maybe take some stuff back to the car at the same time. Right, just getting ready to make my breakfast. The kettle has boiled. Coffee bags. Nice cup of coffee. Let's see what the coffee's like. The mug will certainly keep my hands cold, warm. Ah, that is nice. Let's try the porridge. I'll tell you though, when it's as cold as this outside, I think it's -1 at the moment, things don't stay warm for long. Right, so we're just going to go for a wee walk for a few minutes, see if I can get some footage of the waterfall. that was good. Although it's not like a huge river, it's still pretty powerful looking. Good sound off it. So you have the raging torrent back there, and the peace and tranquility here. Hey folks, that's us just packed everything up into the car. We're just getting ready to leave the car park. We had an absolutely fantastic time. The weather's been great. Very cold this morning when we wakened up, but it's been quite mild. Well, I say mild, it's like 3.5 degrees now, but not too bad. So we're just going to head to Ballachulish now. I need to find a charger so I can charge the car up and get enough charge to get home. So thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. We had an absolutely brilliant time. There should be some amazing drone footage as well, fingers crossed. If you did like it, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more, please also hit the subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. Anyway, until the next time, see you later. Bye.